It's about that time. You're rocking with your boy Damo Unleash and Sky Black on the Nashville Caveman Podcast. Stay tuned.
Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. I gotta turn up this function, like I'm in the Lotus and punch it. All I'm gonna ask is stay in your lane and you won't be food for my luncheon. I'm coming up out of the dungeon, cooking up plans to make something from nothing. And since I secured the bag, it's time to do math, so I'ma keep hustling. I thought I had lost my way or something. I am not feeling what they say is busting. They keep us trapping this way, disgusting. If you so happen to catch me flexing, I could be killing the stressful day by learning how to install some chromic crystals on the Escalade. Matching the arm that's on my sternum. I am for the sake of the people. Grabbing my Glock and pray to the Lord, cause not everybody tryna be peaceful. I still hope we set the stage for showing them how it's supposed to be, so those that's close to me won't have to ask, hey, what you got in that bag? Hey, just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Let me explain what I'm talking about. Had a joint called down about it. Letting these loud mouths know how to move without sound. Best if we don't even shout out. Midwest, east, west, down south, till we get even or even above. Till then we gon' opt out. Let's go and educate on the backside. Folk that I act right and they won't backslide. Just put it together no matter the weather, my fella. So hey, if you dealing with vices in you and it's cutting you up like against you, put it on chill for real, or they gon' just use it against you. What you got in that bag? Quiet water.
What is going on, everybody, man? Welcome to Tuesday, man, our favorite week, man. Y'all are into the Nashville Caveman Pass. I am half of your host, Damo Unleash. Thank you guys for all being here. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and start it for a good friend of mine. So the floor is yours.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Nashville Caveman Podcast. It's Tuesday, the best day of the week, right? So thanks to everybody who came out Illinois to watch us wrestle. This Saturday, Gallatin, Tennessee, RWF. For anybody that's in Sumner County, Gallatin, that area, Portland, all that good stuff, come out. That's where I'll be. Me and Classic Man CAI will be there. Don't forget tonight, new music. The D-Bling radio show on the Off Top radio station, the D-Bling radio show tonight from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The replay from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. at www.offtopradio.com. That is www.offtopradio.com. Coming soon, we'll have a new show on Thursdays. I just named it Off Top Radio Day, but those will be the songs that are not coming on Tuesdays, because Tuesdays is mostly hip-hop. So the other genres will come on that day. Same thing, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and 9 p.m. to 11 for the replay. So if you want to listen to the best radio show and station with the best indie music, man, listen to it. And for those of you who are artists and you need radio play, send me your music at sky.black@gmail.com. That is sky.black@gmail.com. And then don't forget, once I'm done with you, we also stream your music on offtoprecords.net. That is offtoprecords.net. And then when I'm done with you, you get with Mr. Damo over here to do your interviews, play your music videos, and get ready for the second annual award show coming in December.
Man, and talk about December, man. Man, first and foremost, I want to say mothers had a happy Mother's Day. Yeah. I hope you guys had a great day.
Me too.
And also, I want to give out a happy birthday to my wife. It's my wife's birthday.
Happy birthday.
So, this is a great time of year. She got Mother's Day, and sometimes her birthday falls Mother's Day, but, she had Sunday and then her birthday today, so a very special happy to
Absolutely.
her, man.
Absolutely. Well, I hope she enjoyed Mother's Day, and I hope she's enjoying today.
Yes, gifts on Mother's Day, between Mother's Day and Day. That's great. That's almost like having your birthday around Christmas. You know,
my pops, his is actually on Christmas Day, December 25th. Philip Johnson Sr. That's his name, and his birthday is December 25th. And then his girl, I know hers is the next day, December 26th. So his is on actual Christmas, and hers is the day after Christmas.
And you think, man, in about 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks, we'll be halfway through the year. You talk about lying. Halfway through the year, man, we'll be celebrating. Hell, in weeks, won't we be celebrating 5? Ain't it the beginning of June, or is it mid-June? I can't even remember. Father's Day.
Oh, it's June something. That I was just looking at it.
Look that up. I'm about to look that up.
June 15th.
June 15th. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So wow, we're about a month away from that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, man, did you match up in Illinois this past weekend? Was it this past weekend?
Or RCW. Yeah.
For the rematch for the belt?
Yeah, so it was a triple. It was a triple. Well, it was supposed to be just us versus Cornbread Mafia, right? In the rematch. So it was a triple elimination match. So we beat Cornbread Mafia, and the new tag team came along and beat us. So they're the new champions right now until we get a rematch.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all getting a rematch for that?
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Huh?
Is it this upcoming weekend? Y'all got that rematch?
No. That's a whole different promotion. This is a different promotion coming up Saturday.
Okay.
That is RCW in Illinois. What's coming up Saturday is RWF in Gallatin. Yeah.
Okay.
And then next week is No Limit Pro in Tullahoma. And then the weekend after that is ICW in Huntington.
Wow. Well, speaking of snap, man, my Cavaliers got walloped the other day, so 3-1 in the series. This NBA playoffs is like anything I've ever seen. At one point, all of the top seeds were down. Down. Boston and Cleveland in the Eastern Conference Finals. Not gonna happen. Indiana up, surprisingly, is up 3-1 on Boston. And Jason Tatum went down with an injury. The way he grabbed his ankle, it looked like an Achilles because it was a non-contact injury, and the way he kind of buckled and then grabbed for his shin, to me is an indication that that's tendon tape.
Right.
Like he ripped it. So wishing him well and hoping that's not the case. I'd be shocked if it's not. It didn't look good.
He's probably gone for the rest of the series. So
yeah, not only the series, that injury usually takes a year to repair. Well, with science, you know, some people come back in 9 months, but it's going to take them even more months. You know what I'm saying? Game shape. And so you might as well for next year too, if that's the issue. So you hate to see it. Seen it with Damian Lillard, man. It's been a crazy. Won the NBA lottery.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it's fun. And then turn around and win the number one. Man, that's a win for them.
Yeah, it is. Yep. So who you think they're gonna try to get?
Cooper Flag. Oh, Cooper Flag, no doubt. 6'10", you can move him. And power forward, or I don't think they're gonna move him at power forward, at small forward. So they're going to have a big, tall lineup. You know what I mean? I forget who they centers are. They got two of them rotating the center. And then with Cooper Flag, Kyrie Irving, hopefully he, recovers because, he was out for the knee injury. And some back at some time, at least by December. And so I think that was going to have a nice squad next year.
Absolutely. If they can all gel together, you're right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. Something else we missed, I don't think we got to talk about, but NFL draft.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think we were out. We missed that show, but, rookie minicamp started. And so, man, Cam Ward looking good.
Yeah, rookie minicamp started already.
Yeah, already started, yeah. I'm telling you, time flying, Sky. In Cleveland.
Did he?
So shout out to him.
Good Lord. Is Watson still on the roster or no?
On there. I don't think he ever gonna play another down for them. He ruptured his Achilles tendon. So out next season. By the time he come back, I think over.
Right.
And I think Cleveland's just gonna let him walk.
Absolutely.
I don't think he's gonna play another down. Y'all, we got a great show for y'all today. Let me get this itinerary. Read over we today. Y'all know how we gonna get into a song, and then we just gonna get to it. Ladies, this first topic is do the numbers. Next one is this fair? A woman was ordered to pay child support birth certificate. Most women want men to provide, but want half in a divorce. A father will be a daughter falls in love with. Women divorce to become the side piece. And then, Sky, we gotta discuss this 12-foot statue of this black woman that they put in time. A lot of people is okay, but even more people is in an uproar about it. I got a picture of this thing, and we gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for that. But y'all know how we always do, man. Before we jump into anything out there, do me a favor. I am looking for some new music videos. If y'all have any new music video, tell me, all right? It's So Driven Media. Go ahead, send it to the email. Or just go to my Facebook and then put the link on my page, and I'll go ahead and add it so I can go ahead and promote. We definitely looking for some new music videos. All right? So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into a song, and then we'll jump right back into these topics, all right? Watching, if y'all could do us a favor, please share the live. Share right now. We're on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Bigo, and if you can, even on Instagram, here, all right? We'll be right back after this song right quick.
We smoking all the time, so go ahead and roll one up. Twist it, lick it, pack it, light it, go ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadlines. We smoking all the time, so go ahead and roll one up. Twist it, lick it, pack it, light it, go ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadlines. Top of my head, I'm off the top of my game. If you don't know it now, you remember my name. I smoke so much weed, man, you wouldn't believe. Fire all the damn time, just burning them trees. No, there ain't nothing to it, that's just how life goes. So bury all your haters with this weed, now hit this road. Soak it up a little bit, now let it all sink in. With this right beat, deadlines they never win. As the beat keeps me going, my words forever flowing. Malfunctions back now, and we snapping on it. Just rip it, you feel it, can't hold us down. That B6, so kill it, we will right now. Music's in my life, so I plan to treat it right. It's a part of me, hip-hop's in me, my music is my life. It's a guarantee this love is mine, forever staying true. Music made me, it can make you too. We smoking all the time, so go ahead and roll one up. Twist it, lick it, pack it, light it, go ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadlines. We smoking all the time, so go ahead and roll one up. Twist it, lick it, pack it, light it, go ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadline. Yes sir, I'm the man, no I'm not being cocky. See, it's just some clever word playing with the rhymes. I keep it coming, it comes out of me erupting. You can tell it's in my soul, my dreams and they're becoming true. It's no thing, it's all me. As I say it with my chest, I'm calling all the music lovers around the world. If you're hearing me, say it loud, boys and girls, come on. It's all about the weed, so I smoke it all. Get ready, set, time's up, you fall. I'm already here, rolled up, let's go. I'm SpongeBob now, so ready, so blown. My stages set this game on, my papers made them stack so grown. Roman shit, what you know about it? Rolled up weed, we know all about it. Think I'm crazy, hell no, I'm high. Stay fucked up, you know that's why my eyes are low and oh so red. This blunt so big, I'm blowing what's left. We smoking all the time, so go ahead and roll one up. Twist it, lick it, pack it, light it, go ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadline.
Smoking all the time, twist it, lick it, light it, smoking all the time, twist it, roll one up. Smoking all the time, twist it, lick it, light it, smoking all the time, twist it, roll one up.
All right, man. That was Malfunction Man 365. Shout out to him. This first topic we're gonna talk about, right, is ladies do the numbers. And I thought this was very interesting because, you know, everybody got their preference. And the majority, I ain't gonna say all, it's always the majority, it's never all. Females want 666, right? That means the dude makes six figures, 6 feet tall, 6 inches, and then so on and so on, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that's some point. So, well, we're gonna go ahead and jump into what he said, and then we're gonna talk about it.
Man, gonna give you some stats for your ass. The average 32-year-old makes $48K a year. That's in America. The average 32-year-old makes $48K a year, and only 6% of black males make $100K or more a year. Okay. Like I said now, the average 32-year-old makes about $48K a year, and only 6% of black men make $100K a year. So y'all put out these expectations about how much paper y'all want this person to have and that person to have. Once you break these numbers down, now we get down to the limited pool of men that actually make these funds. Now they got to be available. They got to be single. They got to be you. There's a lot more variables that go in. So you might just want to get somebody who's. I'm just saying, hey, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. But I'm just saying, based on these numbers, ain't a lot out there. You know what I mean? And scooped up already. I'm just saying, I got ties to somebody or whatever. You know, I'm just saying, there might be some few floating around. I don't know. I'm just saying, those is, you might want to lower expectations. I ain't gonna say lower expectations, but just, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Hey, y'all pick a word. Pick a adjective. The numbers is there. Like I said, I don't know what it is. I know math. Goddamn, doggone it. Okay. Man.
So basically, he's saying, so we got the gist of what he's saying. You know, a lot of y'all ladies make 6 figures. It's only 6% of black men actually make them. And you got to consider, man, is he single? You know, what's his position? Do he want you? When you really think about y'all, you know, y'all quantity or, you know, what y'all got in the pool, y'all really don't have a lot. Y'all don't really have a lot out there, and that's what you're basing, or that's what you're prioritizing. A man with 6 figures,
Right.
especially.
So this is the standard there. This is what you have to talk to what type of female. I mean, is it just an average female?
Majority of them saying they
female?
want 6 figures or make 6 figures.
So women that are successful, and let's say they're in the entertainment business or they're lawyers or whatever, they're not looking for this. This is just the average girl that wakes up every day working at Taco Bell that's looking for this.
Yeah.
Tell her keep looking, because one thing that I see, 2 things about it. If I'm making whatever they're looking for, I'm the type of person where I find a woman that's A, either already there with me so we can grow together, or B, if she's not, will she listen to get to my status? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't come to me, I'm a successful entrepreneur, and you trying to come to me with a 9 to 5 mindset, and that's where you're stuck. So I think that's just one of the reasons why a lot of successful people only talk and hang with successful people, because you can have those conversations and people understand. It's like being in the wrestling.
Right.
We have this term where I have to hold your hand. You're not understanding what's going on. So if you're talking about yields and savings accounts and stock markets and day trading, and your spouse is like, every time you say that, then you have to keep reminding them what that is, why we're going in this direction, why we buying land instead of going to Disneyland, then that's a turnoff to some successful people. That's why I say good luck on finding that. Right. Now, if you pick up a book, you start researching, you start learning, and that successful man sees that you're trying, then maybe you can get them. But I just don't see that. I don't even know who came up with that.
Crazy part is, you know, even more important, shouldn't it be finding just a person that's good to you be more important? Because yeah, he could be making 6 figures, but flip your ass. You know, if he done your eye, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? If he loving you, if he going and sleeping with every, you know, and Betty, and coming back bringing you STDs, yeah, he makes 6 figures, but what's the point? What are you getting out of that? So I think more than the money part should be, man, is this person good? Is this somebody, man, that I could count on to be there to take care of me when So
yep, I agree with that. So, but in this day and age, or in 2025, people are struggling so bad and losing so much that I think all type of morality is out the window. It's everybody's in survival mode. So some of them will stay
Yeah.
and take those black eyes and beatings and all that stuff than to be out on the streets in the rain, you know?
And that's unfortunate that, you know, that's unfortunate. Cassie, man, Diddy made over 6 figures. Asked her if she would do that all over again. So that comes to this too. That kind of falls in line with this next topic that me and Sky about to talk about, right? Because I think this is a good question. So let me go ahead and play this video because I think this goes more in line to what we're talking about right now. You know, and I think this is what women need to think about.
How y'all want to be married and don't put the bills, but get a divorce and want half his shit? That's a great question. Y'all sweat it down, y'all want providers, but as soon as y'all get a divorce, y'all want half. And it's cool to want a provider. It's cool to not want to split the bills. I just think it would be fair. That should probably be a controversial statement. I just think it's fair. If you don't want to split the bills, if you don't want to pay nothing, when y'all get a divorce, you shouldn't get to keep nothing. How y'all want to be married?
I'm gonna play that again.
Don't split the bill, get a divorce and want half his shit. That's a great question. Y'all swear up in there, but as soon as y'all get a divorce, y'all want half. And it's cool to want a provider. It's cool to not want to split the bills. I just think it would be fair. That should probably be a controversial statement. I just think it's fair. If you don't want to split the bills, if you don't want to pay nothing, when y'all get a divorce, you shouldn't get to keep nothing. How y'all want it?
So you guys understood that. Basically, he was like, man, how is it that a lot of these females want a man to provide 100%? Okay, they want him to pay for everything. As soon as a divorce happens, they want half of everything. They don't want to help you and go in 50-50 with you. They don't even believe in 50-50 when it's time to split.
Well, that's why you're supposed to get to know the person before you put a ring on them, right? Like you have to. Yeah. If you just jump straight, if you just go to Vegas and get married under the Elvis Chapel, then you deserve what you're about to get. You didn't take time to get to know the person, you know, figure out what they are. And then another time, did you go to the family? Like, did you go to the family reunion, family cookout to see what type of environment he or she grew up under? Like, all type of stuff. And folks don't do that no more. It's all about sex and money, then the relationship. And then you get burnt at the end, so to speak, because you didn't take the time to figure this out. And then you didn't take the time to figure out the divorce and marriage laws in your state neither. You just get married and not knowing what the divorce laws in your state is. From there, so if you jump in the pool blind, you deserve to get hurt. I mean, I don't feel bad for no man who didn't take the time to research the laws and the woman he's about to marry, and then at the end he's sitting in that courtroom with a judge with 3 kids whose husband left her for the stewardess on the plane. So every time she see this dude with his child support, anytime she see a dude with his child support or divorce, all she sees is her husband that left her and them 3 kids for that stewardess on the plane. So yeah, you're gonna get the book thrown at you, and you might lose more than 50, you might lose 60, because most men who are the providers lose 2/3 of their income and assets during the divorce. Especially if the kids are young, you're gonna lose about 2/3 of your assets and income.
Man, you know what, Sky? I have questions that you're in the dating stage that you need to ask. It's the conversations you need to have. Well, what do you think? How do you feel about us splitting 50-50? Well, I believe that if you can pay everything, then you should pay everything. Okay, that's fine. All right, so hindsight, let's just say, do you think that you deserve 50-50? Yeah, I deserve 50-50. Well, why? Because I'm at home, this and that. Okay, they telling you everything that you already know. These are things and questions that basically is an interview. It's an interview stage. You're interviewing them for the job to see if they're the right person for the job. And they'll tell you everything you need to know. And a lot of things they'll try to hide from you, but if you watch how they move, you'll learn everything you need to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll know what kind of gift you get her on her birthday and Mother's Day, and then see what she gets you on Father's Day and on your birthday. Now, if you going out and you getting her, jewelry, diamond rings, and bags or whatever, right? And then your birthday come around and she getting you a tie and some socks. Then you already know what kind of female you got. You already know how that's gonna go. I'm going all out for her, but for me, man, she gonna do the bare minimum.
Yeah.
I paid, $1,000 for her gift on her birthday or Mother's Day. She bought me a $150 jersey. Talking about it's the thought that counts. Or, man, she decorated the room and gonna give you some sex. Talk about that's a present. Ain't no goddamn present. I get that. I'm sorry, Lord. I can use your name in vain. That is not no present. I got that present the last 30 weeks. Just because you wrapped it up, sprayed some perfume on it, you know what I'm saying, and put a cherry on it. Man, that is not a present, man. Or when you go out for a date, you pay for everything, cost you $150. But let's see if she pull out.
Yeah, that's probably hello, Faith. Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. Again, a lot of these girls, especially if they're young, they in survival mode. And then ain't no telling what their grandmamas and mamas have taught them. Because hell, they probably had them at such a young age, shit. So ain't no telling what they taught them about relationships and divorce and get you a man that makes six figures and do this and do that, be with him for 5 years and then divorce him and walk away. Like, that's the play. That is the play most of the time.
You know what? And I was here all of them and telling them about this, right? Because I was watching that. You seen the balloon pop game show?
I don't.
They usually.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't watch it.
Yeah. So I was watching this one. I was talking about plumber making isn't good enough, and I'm sitting up here thinking to myself, you got somebody in the house that know how to fix the pipes. Pipes busting in your bathroom or in your kitchen sink. You ain't got to pay for that. You got somebody skilled enough to do that. Or if you were an auto mechanic, right? The mechanic only making $50,000 a year. You got somebody that know how to work on cars. Man, you're wet.
That's right. Yeah.
An electrician.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about here?
Mm-hmm.
You got somebody that not only can help you because they can work on the house, but then if you got kids, they can pass along the trade to your kids and make sure they are all right. I'm like, who is leading these chicks, man? Like, they ain't smart at all. Look, man, if you're gonna be smart, man, you should be at a construction site showing leg and thigh. You know what I mean? Find you somebody that know how to work. You talk about how much money they make a year. Do you know a person can make $1,000 a year, and then man, health can go and then they may not be the same person that they were, right? Mm-hmm. So then guess what? They may not be making, or maybe they making $100,000 at a firm, and then that firm, man, downsizes. Now all of a sudden, they ain't making that $100,000 a year. Then what? Isn't it better to find somebody with a craft or a skill that even if a company cut their job, they can go and create their business, they can either work, they a dude that he works, HVAC. So he works, but then on the side, he also works on the side.
Yep, I know a guy like that too, Butterball. We call him BB. Yep, sure do. That is smart. Absolutely.
And so, I don't understand what I think a lot of these chicks, when they be talking about they want to do 6 figures, man, works.
Yeah, that's the play. That's the play.
That's the play.
One thing about HVAC, HVAC is 9 months out of the year. That's crazy. Those guys that are skilled in doing that work at least 9 months out of the year. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's how in demand it is.
Especially in the South.
Yeah.
Get with a welder. You got with a welder, man, or somebody that know how to do woodwork or carpentry. Man, you winning. You get with a dude that got them kind of skills. Man, I don't even understand why females don't throw themselves at dudes that know how to do that. The same way men, we should throw ourselves at women that great in the kitchen. Great in the kitchen or very, the medical field. Baby, I got this big old blister on my foot. What's this? Man, I got this big old lump on the back of my back. It'd be good to get with a female that got knowledge on that, that's into, any herbalistical or anything when it comes to in the kitchen.
Right.
That can bake, cook. Man, fellas, we winning. You find a woman that can take a something and make something out of nothing? Dude, that's why Cooking with Kaya is so popular.
Yeah.
The addition to it is just her. You know what I'm saying? But how to cook? Hell, that's why the women that men real big about big back women. They got them big old food. They know how to cook. They always gotta do. They can cook their way into a relationship. Tell me I'm lying. Yeah, because we get tired of hot dogs and Roman noodles. McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? We get tired of that shit.
Yeah, but again, this generation is too busy watching the housewives of this and the housewives of that, and ballers this and ballers that. TV has sold these people a dream of the American dream and what to look for and how to live. So, and it's just not real life.
And they so have this next one, Sky. So, is it fair? This bisexual woman decided that she was going to sign the birth certificate of her girlfriend, and what ended up happening is what? She stuck with child support. So we gonna go ahead. I'm gonna play this. I thought this was pretty funny. But hey, you wanna be a man? Certain things come with being a man.
Pros and cons.
And it ain't always good, y'all. It ain't always good. Yeah. Being a man always crack.
I signed the birth certificate.
Hold on.
Because the dad, our relationship did not work.
Hold on.
I was dating this girl for 5 and 6 years. Right? I signed the birth certificate because the dad did not want to. It did not work. She ended up dating baby daddy again. And now they put me on child for that kid. It's baby!
I wonder what is the issue with that, because okay, you signed the birth certificate, but if you know the biological man is the biological daddy, you can lawyer up and subpoena a DNA test from the biological daddy and take them to court to get off this child support. Now, if y'all didn't know who the daddy was, man, it just could be anybody. Yeah, you know, that's the one thing. But if you know for a fact that that's the daddy, even though you signed the birth certificate, you could do that. And first of all, when did they start letting women sign as fathers? Did she come in dressed as a man, or she's just a woman that likes women?
And she looked at on my page. She looked like, I'm quite sure they know she was a woman though. But when you birth certificate, contract, you done. It's almost, there's dudes that ain't signed, and the woman said, "Hey, that's my baby father." They're going to take the DNA to find out they weren't the father, and them dudes were still stuck with child support. All right? What did she think was going to happen when she signed that? And they may have ran a game on it. You know what I'm saying? Because at first she was with the baby daddy. The baby daddy decided he didn't want to sign a birth certificate. Then she got with the woman, was with the 5-6 years in. It didn't work out, and the woman decided to go back with the father. And so now they're living for her child support.
To me, that's all crazy. Because does the new birth certificate say mother, father, and other, mother, father, and guardian? Because I don't know what law or what state, if you are a biological female, would allow you to sign father. That's what's not, unless things have changed now, because things have changed. That's why I'm asking.
It depends on the state. What people need to realize, when it comes to all these laws, it all depends, like what state you stay in, it plays a big part.
So
and to y'all out there, to y'all want to be men out there, it all sounds fine and dandy until it comes to being a man. Like if y'all get arrested, are y'all going to a man's prison? Are y'all going to a female's prison? How we gonna play this time?
Yeah, I have to research that, and I'm just still confused. So the nurse or whoever, or when she had the baby, I don't know if they did it at the hospital. They went down to the county clerk's office. Wherever they went for her to sign a birth certificate, the lady said, "Okay, yeah, here you go." Well, damn well that's a woman, and she's gonna sign her name, Jane Doe, as the father. That's what's perplexing me. Now, if she signed some type of paper that she became a guardian of the child, I can see the child support coming. Then you the guardian with the mama. But damn, how do you sound the father part of the birth certificate? That's what's perplexing me.
They letting trans men into women's restroom. There is no line drawn when it comes to that. They let men compete with women in sporting events. When it's a man, they okay. Now it's a female, so okay, they okay at it now. Letting y'all be men. They let men be women. They let y'all women be men. Well, this comes with it. What's confusing now? If they start drafting for the war, if we have a war and they draft y'all, get in line. You want to go ahead and take them hormone blockers. You wanted that they put y'all online. It is what it is. They letting the other side, so there's no line drawn. Basically, what I'm saying, a line in the sand. This is what you get.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. I'm not saying that it's not crazy. It's definitely, this is nuts. But
I don't feel bad for the woman, because she was crazy enough to do that. I'm just thinking, if there are states out there that will allow you to do that, man, that means it's what's next. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have animals sign as guardians too. Like, I mean, what is next? You've just, there's no stopping the snowball now.
Brittany Griner, if you out there listening, you said that you want y'all call you dad. I want you to remember this case. If your old lady split from you, this could be you paying child support. You know what I'm saying? That's not your biological kid.
Right. Well, you know what? I think that either happened to her or another WNBA player. The two girls, they played for different teams. It might have been Brittany Griner, but it might not have been. They played for two different teams. It was on the news, and that's what happened. The girl on one team had to pay child support to the girl on the other, and they adopted the child. It wasn't a biological child. They adopted this child. They both became guardians. They split up, and I guess the one that made the higher a salary in the WNBA had to pay that girl child support.
Man, that's nuts. It's going to be interesting to see in this next 15 years how all this stuff play out. You know what I'm saying? But y'all playing a dangerous game. And I'm going to tell y'all feel like a man until y'all see how men are treated. Because it ain't all good. But I'm telling y'all get treated like we get treated. Not going to be as pleasant as y'all think it is. You know what I'm saying? And break into a song because we have, and then we're going to talk about this statue.
Okay.
Y'all got to see this statue, y'all. I grabbed a picture of this stuff and I said, hell no. I understand, man, why some people, I do see some people saying, yeah, you know, great. But we going to jump into this. Dive into another song. I think we'll go with Dominique J. Right? So, hey, if y'all watching right now, do us a favor, share it live. We're going to talk about this 12-foot statue in the middle of Times Square. All right? When we come right back. Y'all got to see this photo. Oh, my God.
Tenderly to me. softly and tenderly to me. I want you to know that I love you. Oh.
Back, y'all. So, man, I want to show y'all this image, right? This is in Times Square, and this guy, some people are okay with this, more people are poor about it. And so, here's the statue, right? They got a statue of a black woman in Times Square. Some people are about this, man. Some people are offended, some people like it. This video right quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and talk about it.
Maybe a side part, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a side part, or something more business casual, yeah, maybe, bun, a tooth, that would be cute. I'm gonna need y'all to like do a little switcheroo.
Now, shout out to the artist who has personified the black woman. Every black woman I know is in that statue. For instance, the one lady that was on a cruise that refused to get up, want to be like a child and sit on the floor.
No, I want to be like an adult with my money.
Finally, after almost an hour, the officers actually picked her off the boat. A combative conclusion that certainly was no any of the parties involved.
She's a Delta, she's a Zeta, every sorority is rolled up in there, right there.
I don't understand what's the problem. That's looking like your mother. She look like your mother, your aunties, your cousins, your nieces. Any black woman in your family look like me. I ain't there. She's 12 feet tall. She's very intimidating. When you walk by her, you just gotta respect her. You don't laugh at her. And the only person that should really be mad is a black woman. And we're not mad. They see every single day when they go to work. They see us. She's us.
Yeah.
So, this thing got, some people said it's cool with this, man, got an issue with it.
Well, what was it supposed to do? Like, who thought of it? What idea? They just want to just. First of all, why is it just like in the very middle? Like, I don't. I'm just trying to confuse. Did they say, okay, well, you know, this sidewalk right here is missing a 12-foot statue? I'm just trying to understand what was the purpose of putting the statue there, and then two, what is the debate? Because is it stopping people from going to work? Is it stopping people from making money? Is she naked? Like, cause we have statues in Nashville where people are literally naked, you know, down there. I don't know if you ever seen that roundabout, Damo downtown, but them folks are naked, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know what the debate is about the statue. Did it cost the city millions of dollars to put it up there? Like, what is the debate?
I think it's the perception. You look at it, you know, Kevin Samuels always had a debate, and a lot of black women took issue with this, of being called unfit, unfriendly, and what was the other one? And I forget the other one. It was the third one. See this, man? You just see, you know, the hands on the hip, angry black woman, overweight, you know, man. And even the shirt not tucked in, not a smile on. This is the perception of. I think a lot of women had an issue with the statue of what it says about, you know, the world's perception of black women.
I don't see the anger that's in her face. I kind of really don't see the overweightness. I mean, if they consider that overweight, then that's fine. I'm just trying to figure out, is it the, you know, she has braids in her hair. Most black women do wear braids in their hair. And
well, it do. The crazy part is it does represent the majority of black women. But I think that's the problem that folks have. This. If they had a woman from any other culture, do you think it would look like that? I'm talking about if it was an Asian woman, or if they made one a statue of a white woman, or a Korean woman, or a Hispanic. Now, maybe in Mexico they probably like that, right? But the thing about New York, man, is we get people from all over the world walking through and they see them. And so that's what they see is a representation of black women.
If that's what they see as a representation of black women, I would take this statue any day over the shit, my language, the stuff they see on TV. This is just a statue. What about the stuff they see on TV about black women? Who's in the uproar of that?
They not. I think they should have went further. I think they should have put a bonnet on it, you know what I'm saying, and put pajamas on it. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're going to do that, if it's going to be like that, this going to pull out, man. This go all the way out. You know what I'm saying? Put some slides on it, some pajamas on it, you know what I'm saying? And the bonnet, you know?
Yeah.
Because if we just throwing anything out there that just represent us to the full. You know, most women, they got braids, but a lot of times we don't see the braids. Most of the time, I would have threw a bonnet on it.
I mean, I would have, again, if everybody's in the uproar of this, or y'all know that uproar like hip-hop of Atlanta, hip-hop of Miami, hip-hop of New York, right? What about the perception of those black women?
I think those
angry and fighting.
We should be in the uproar about them.
Yeah.
To represent our women back.
So if this is just a statue, in my opinion, I would take the statue over the
little far. I don't know. Every time I turn around, I can't go. I have yet to go to not see not just one female, but like 4 of them in a box.
Yeah.
You said that's a positive. I want to ask the fellas. Brothers, when y'all see that, do y'all be thinking marriage when y'all see that statue? Y'all see that statue and feel proud and feel like that's somebody. Do y'all see education when y'all see this statue? I would want that we have more, even if somebody come across this video, for the people that's watching it, I want to know descriptive words that y'all have for this when y'all see it. You know, men and women. Because I understand, you know, some men gonna say positive and some people gonna see negative. I can see both. I'll say this though. I think, man, that this is a prime example of, like, when I see this, I'm with you. You know, what is this statue trying to say? Is this supposed to be something that we're proud of? And if so, then how? In what way do we need to be proud of it? This is, you know, or somebody that has actually done something that we can be proud of. So more of, what is this? What is the purpose of this statue? Is it for validation? Or are we trying to seek validation?
Well, I don't even know who did it. Is it a company? Is it a guy? Like, is it a woman? Like, who is the architect of this statue? Who put it up there? They don't say.
Yeah, I think I need to go and look up the name. It was I don't even know if the dude was. He looked like he was mixed with something. He could be black, but he looked like he was mixed with something.
Yeah, okay.
And that's
maybe his wife looks like that. Maybe his wife looks like that. I mean, I don't know. I'm just to me, in my opinion, it's just a lot of more things to worry about. Statue.
Huh? She Faith was like the artist.
Okay, Thomas J. Price. Well, first of all, shout out to Thomas J for being able to get the permits and whatever the hell he needed to, because you can't just put a statue in the middle of Times Square. You know some powerful people to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just for me on this subject. There's so much else I could worry about. I can't argue over a statue that's not impeding my life. It's there. I'm in Tennessee, but even if I was in New York, even if I'm walking past, you know how much stuff we walk past every day that we just don't notice and pay attention to? I probably wouldn't even pay attention to this walking up and down. Because look at all these other billboards and stuff.
We don't even pay attention to a lot of the statues here, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would have never just paid attention to it to even formulate an opinion, so to speak.
Yeah, I could see some people being proud of it. Like I said, it do look like a lot of women. It do look like the majority of black females. It do. You can't knock that. You know what I'm saying? And I could see why a lot of black folks, man, they get upset. And I get it because of the perception. It would kind of be like if they put a statue of a black dude up there drooping with Nikes on, cornrows. You know, we flipped this around. We had a dude that was drooping, you know, in a white beater, you know, with some cornrows. You put him 12-foot bronze in the middle just like that. You would have some dudes that's proud of it, then you would have some people that's offended by it. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? And it would, if they did that, it would represent the majority of black dudes. You know what I'm saying? But then you would have some black people that feel proud of it. And then you would be like, man, why would you want something up there to represent what we consider the worst of us? So see, you know, man, people have an opinion on both sides.
Right.
But it's definitely this is like something they've been discussing and going back and forth with all week. So,
right. But she's right. The guy's name is Thomas J. Prince, born 1981 in London, right? But this is what it says. The sculpture is a part of a series called Grounded in the Stars, and is intended to confront perceived notions of identity and representation. So that's what it's for. So that's why he sculpted and stuck it right there. What is your perception of the average African American female? So I guess that's it.
Yeah. And so there it is.
I don't know if his wife is black. It don't say. I didn't get that deep into it, but he was born in London, so I don't know. But you're right. Everybody's in the uproar over it. So, well, some people, not everybody.
Yeah, it's some people. You got some people that really proud of it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I think it's represent.
You got some people that's proud of it. You got some, hell no.
Represents a black woman doing what she needs to do. I like if she was on the streets out of it. Yeah. I mean, everybody's going to have. Yeah, he does have another one in Netherlands faith. You're right.
I think he got a couple.
I'm looking at it. Yeah, he has a couple of them. I think he might have his own museum, his own art gallery. Excuse me, from what I'm seeing. But if he was an underground sculptor or artist, or he ain't no more. Whatever he did, that's brought a lot of attention to him and his gallery or whatever the hell Jay Prince is doing. I call him Jay Prince. I mean Jay Price is doing, you know. But I don't know. They'll talk about this until the wind blows this damn thing over. It'll be a conversation every day from somebody at a water cooler at a job in New York.
Shoot, I wonder when it's going to be taken down. Timer was a representative of Once Upon a Time Our Black Women, and they had took that down. So I wonder when they going to take this.
But you know,
at some point, man, you know what I'm saying? That family who you actually made that after, that family was proud of that. They didn't have no problem with it, but they took it down anyway.
Yeah, we don't have no more ancient mama syrup.
Huh?
We don't have no more ancient mama syrup.
Hell no.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, they outlawed that. Ain't no ancient man, ain't no Ben Wright, what was his name? Uncle Ben either. His family was mad.
Hey.
Y'all know what I'm saying? This next subject I'm gonna get into, man. Oh man. When I watched this video, it brought me home and it made me feel, hold on, let me get this off. All right. This next video, I was like, it really touched me because I was like, dang, as a dad, and y'all know Father's Day is next month, I really felt at home with this, right? So without further ado, let me go ahead and play this. Hold on, let me go all the way back to the beginning.
To Cleveland every single weekend to watch his daughter play ball. That's all the time. Every weekend. Like one tour of new shows during volleyball season, like just what he's on. That's just who that dude is. That's a blessing. She's gonna be your best friend. Got any father advice for me? Always make sure throughout her growing up are beautiful and that you say all the things that these other young men will say to her that can't impress her anymore because she's heard it her whole life from her father. So much love that anybody who offers such you, she won't be wooed by it. You know, see they're gonna have to work harder than little petty compliments, and it's like because she heard that she was beautiful from her father her whole life.
So this was Jelly Roll talking about MJK. Is it
Machine Gun Kelly? Yes.
Is it MJK?
Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, as being a father, and he was talking about how he go up to Cleveland with his daughter. Man, he made sure he attend. No matter if he got a show or not, he's at all events and he's supporting her fully. And they asked him, man, what advice do we have as far as like being a father? And he was like, and I can relate to this. Telling your daughter she's beautiful all the time, right? Making sure that it was like, wow, because when my daughter's man, I have to do this. One thing I learned as a dad, when you having daughters, that you always have to work on self-esteem. With girls, man, their self-esteem. And that starts at a very, reassuring them at a very young age. It does, when they getting them compliments from a dad, love and support from a dad, it's hard for another dude to come in and woo your daughter with things that, you know what I'm saying, her dad already does. So like, I'll give you an example. Like with my daughters, whenever we go anywhere, they cannot touch a door. If you ever see me with them, they are not allowed to touch a door. They walk to the door, wait for me to come and open it, and then they go in. And I've done that with them so often, it's gonna be hard for them to do. And if he don't do that, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna look at him like, you know what I'm saying? And me just telling them like, you beautiful, you beautiful. Another dude can't come in and tell them, oh, you beautiful, you this and you that, and then impress them. Because they've heard it their whole life. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know how we've come across females, figures, and we were literally able to just, with words, say things, right? And not, impress them with words. Oh, you the prettiest girl I ever seen in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's how we got that. Is that day. And it worked.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, for everybody parents differently, but yeah, I do agree that as your daughter gets older, you have those conversations with her and all those good things. The world is going to be harsh, and the sooner you can explain to her how the world is out there, one, the better, and two, if you do give her the tools and the self-esteem and the motivation to go out here and tackle the world when she turns 18 to 21, when them time she leaves, that is a great thing. But not only just the words, the actions. Even if Machine Gun Kelly never said none of those things. When she's at soccer practice and she kicks that ball and she turns around and see him, when she's at basketball camp and she turns around and see him, every birthday she turns around, that's just more than any words can say. Because now, when she wants to date and all that stuff, if her significant other is not around like that, then there's going to be an issue.
Right. And for the dads out there, the goddaughters, I advise for y'all, like, this is what and I haven't done it in a while. But what I used to do is I would dress up, my daughters would dress. I would take them on dates and show them, it's really our job to show them how a date goes. So I would take them on dates. I got a picture, man, I'm going to post it on Father's Day of a date that me and my youngest went on. I got her a little plastic flower. She dressed up, you know what I'm saying? Took her on a little date. Just as cute as a butt. You know what I'm saying? And just to show her, and even now, man, she's 16, but she talks about the father-daughter dance that we went when she was in elementary, she dressed up. And they remember that. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, if you don't want your daughters to get fleeced out here, set the bar for them and show them what it's like. You know what I'm saying? You have to really be that mouth. And Sky's right. It can't just be with words. It got to be with actions too. That you always there for them. When they see that you always there for them, you're verbally, man, encouraged.
Right.
You smart. You this, you that, and you do it over and over. They'll start to. So I'm gonna tell y'all, man. Females, they deal with a lot of young girls. Their biggest issue is self-identity. They're trying to figure out who they are.
That's right. And again, there's no shade to people who are not able, because some of these dads are in situations where they might have to work 2 or 3 jobs and can't be there all the time. But if she sees that you at least making an attempt, that's a good thing too. As they get older, start realizing what a job is, what bills are, so I don't expect it as a young child. They just don't understand. So they might be a little bit upset. But as they get older and start to realize that you did the best you could, I'm not against that neither. I'll give you an example. Layla Ali. She loved Muhammad Ali, but she said publicly he wasn't a good dad. You know why? Because he spent most of his time on the world pleasing everybody else, being the boxer, the showman. He was rarely at home, but she still loves her dad, and she doesn't have issues with her dad, but he could never win Father of the Year because he was never ever at home.
A lot of and that's racist, man. A lot of the fathers are, and like a lot of fathers working 40, 60, 80, what I'm saying? And so at some point, man, we make time for the things that's important to us. Right. So if you work like that, when you do get a moment, even if you go out to take them for some ice cream, or you take them out to go eat and just have a conversation, they'll remember that. If you take them out, whether it be your daughters or your sons.
Mm-hmm.
You working on the car? Hey, son, man, come and help me with this, and man, let's have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to do it for daughters, but you right, Faith. You right for sons too. Moms, y'all got to do it for sons too. Have them take y'all on a date. Show them how to date. Because I think a lot of dudes, man, Faith, you make a good point. I think it's important that moms do the same thing. I lot of dudes mistreat women because a lot of moms, their sons, they're not role models for what their sons would want. They're not. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of females be like, but your mama is. Aren't a representation of what their sons would want to be with. So that's important, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the same with moms with sons. You want to be a representation of the type of woman that you want your son to be with. You know what I'm saying? And it's a difference between mama, I'm dominating over you, and a woman that just, man, I'm gonna work with you and hear your thoughts, and I want to respect you also. So yeah, I agree with that.
Because you are their first example. And then their second example is whatever they see in school. So for 18 years, it's between school and home. And unless your child is just running these streets, then the third will be the streets. But yeah.
Yeah. And I agree, nonsense things, those things I can't wait to do with my daughter someday. Y'all absolutely right about how to raise a man. If more of us gotta involved like that, man, we have better quality of women. I tell dudes this all the time. Don't complain about women if you're not going to help raise good quality women.
Right.
The same way I say with women. Don't complain about men if you're not going to raise good quality of men.
Right.
If the people you raise turn out to be just like the people you complain about, what are we doing here? Why are we complaining?
Absolutely. I agree.
So this last subject, right? This is a lot of women get divorced to become side. And I thought this was very interesting. And in a way, so without further ado, let's go ahead and tap into this.
But if you look at statistics, when a woman divorces a man, you know what type of man she is? A married man. So now she become a side piece. So why would you leave your own man to become a side piece? Then the women say, well, if she ain't happy, well, you know what? I can't think of too many women that would say they actually happy with their man. A woman's gonna always find something wrong with a man. You know what? He's too outspoken. He's too aggressive. He's jealous. He insecure. You know what? The sex ain't nothing. It's tons of reasons why a woman's gonna say no. But you know what? She never asked him. So what issue do you have with me? If you look at statistics,
so there it is.
I thought he was gonna give a number. He just said statistic. Like, is it 60%, 40%, 30%? Like, did he say a number, or he just said statistically?
He just saying statistics show that a lot of females that get divorced end up being.
Gotcha. I don't. Maybe for them, they wasn't ready to be wives, or maybe they wasn't ready to be in a commitment relationship. So they leave that relationship to become the side piece until they ready to come back. I mean, I don't know what a woman is thinking other than she wants out. Sometimes women get married young, and then after so long, it's like, okay, I want out of this. I want something new, something different. And they might want to be side chicks, because some want to be side chicks, okay? Some leave the marriage, want another marriage, and they accidentally become side chicks. But I don't know how to answer that or say anything as far as what is the mindset of a woman that's in a good relationship. So we're going to do an example. In a good relationship with a good man and a good family, and let's just say she gets bored and wants something different, she divorces, leaves him with the kids, finds this exciting guy, but this exciting guy either has other side chicks or he's married, and she stays for the excitement. Like I mean, I honestly don't know how to put that in perspective.
My perspective is this: if you got something that can be fixed in your marriage, stay and fix it. No, man. Even and I feel that way even with infidelity. If it can be fixed, fix it, because everybody ain't perfect. If you're gonna leave, I mean, it's your priority, it's your prerogative. If you want to leave the person you with because they cheated on you to be with somebody, well, it makes no sense if you left that person to be with another. Just saying, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, man, like, people got their flaws. You got to figure out what flaws that you can work with.
Right.
If you join somebody that is perfect all the way around, you're going to be single, or you're going to be struggling to be in a relationship your whole life. People do this all the time, and I think this is so funny. They'll see qualities, or they'll see a person at the surface and find things that they like in a person, right? And the moment they get in a relationship with that person, they start breaking down flaws. Men do it. I know we men do it. We men, we be like, oh, she fine. And then one-on-one with her, and we look a little closer and be like, oh, damn, this bitch got about 10 freckles. You know what I'm saying? Or we'll be looking at blotches and stuff. Hey, man, her right leg bigger than the left leg. We just nitpick. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you got to just find quality that you like in a person, and to live with them qualities, just work it out. You know, you get with a person, you marry them, see they got flaws, maybe they're obnoxious, you know, like me sometimes. You know, maybe they got a strong personality or very outspoken, like me sometimes. You gotta see, is this something I can deal with? Well, yeah, he's loud and outspoken, but he's very generous and he's very caring. I can live with that. That's the masculine in him. I gotta let him be. You just gotta follow men. We gotta do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she sucks so bad at cooking she can't boil water. Great in bed. Or maybe you know what I'm saying? She can cook up some stuff, but man, you just laying there like, oh, please let me hurry up and get this over with. When you laying in bed, you go back. Everything ain't gonna be perfect, you know. And because if you think that you're gonna find that innocent, yeah, you can move on to another place. What? You're gonna find flaws in them that you're gonna be like, oh shit. And the last person I was with was better in this. You know what I'm saying? And I miss that. People do it all the time. That grass is not greener on the other side. Sometimes that grass is artificial. Stand the grass you're dealing with. Sometimes tend to your own yard, you'll come out. That's why, you know what, Stein? People ask, that's why when people ask, well, how did you make it? Because you know, next month, man, I'll be celebrating 26 years.
Congratulations.
Marriage. How did y'all make it so long? I promise you, it's way more stuff that my old lady don't like about me. Don't like about her. She, you know, I got it. She like, ooh, this, you know what I'm saying? But she could have probably found something different, but then that different gonna have flaws too. So what are we gonna just keep it different till we 80?
That's what a lot of people do.
And that's what a lot of people do. And that's why and that's why when they hip go out, it be still about 4 or 5 days.
Yep, that's true. That is true. I I know folks in this world, like I said, they're chasing perfection or they're chasing this or chasing that. It's not the chase, it's the journey. Because you're gonna be chasing till you die. So it's enjoying the journey that you're going through, like I said, for somebody to be there for you when you really need them. See, we all at an age when we can still get up and move around. But if you live long enough,
right?
I mean, there's some people that's like in their hundreds that can still move around, but I guarantee you, they live to be 110, they won't. It will be a time in your life that you cannot do what you used to do. Even if you live to be 120, it's gonna come a time before they put you in the dirt. You is not gonna be able to do what you are able to do. And that's when you need that support around you. Because even with family and kids, sometimes they have their own lives. When you are married or have a significant other, that person's job is to reaccount your life. When somebody say, well, how was Damo before he passed? The first person that should be able to tell them is your wife. Like, this is how he was for 26 years of marriage. And this is how he was towards the end. So, yeah. So for those people who hadn't found that yet or will never have it, I kind of feel sorry for you, because trust me, you're going to need somebody there towards the end.
Man, you want to end. You want to that you do not feel
right.
Not embarrass you when it comes to opening up. When you open up to that person, there's nothing you can say or do embarrassed around.
Mm-hmm.
When you got that person, you are lucky. You hear me? Lucky, man. Because it's like, I don't even understand. I've seen couples, man, that they be married, they got a wife, and then they go and cheat with another man's wife. And it's like, what are we doing here? So you go on your wife with another man's wife. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. And our women, vice versa. You got a husband, you gonna cheat with another married man. What are we doing? Talking about, I don't want a man to cheat. That's some bogus stuff right there, man.
Yeah, you're right. And I mean, there are some good men out here. There are some men that have been married for a long time and have never touched another woman. I ain't gonna say he never thought about it, but he probably has never done. But that's kind of rare, But still, like you said, in a marriage, it's for better or for worse. And if it's just one of them, especially if you're dating somebody like a trucker, somebody who's on the road all the time, and they sleep, you in Tennessee, and they sleep with some woman in Nebraska, and you find out about it, it's like, hell, she way in Nebraska. Ain't nobody in your neighborhood gonna know. Just between y'all two, can you work it out? Now, if he sleeps with the next door neighbor, that may be a whole different story. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it just depends on what you can tolerate and what you can't.
You know what? And it's funny because we tolerate.
Mm-hmm.
If our kids do something, we ain't mama and daddies no more.
Right.
You think about it. People are quick to get over some stuff that if kids did, they stick with their kids and through and through. Mm-hmm. But not sweat. Think about how crazy that is.
Yep.
So, Sky, damn, this show, man, came blue by.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, Namo, in this world that we live in, because I tell you, I don't believe in the traditional hell. In a marriage and in a family, we're all strangers. You know that, right? Like, I didn't know this person, she didn't know me, and the kids is coming out of her, we didn't know, and they didn't know us. So you have 4 strangers in a house trying to figure out each other. Imagine the dynamic of that. People who have never seen each other before in this house trying to figure it out. And that's what a family is. Because technically, unless you twins and you were born together, I wouldn't say y'all are strangers. But most people, when you get in a relationship and you're having sex with a total stranger, you don't know where they've been, who they come from. When you bring kids into this world, your kids are strangers because they wasn't here before and they won't be here after. So it's 4 strangers, or how many kids you have in the house trying to figure each other out. siblings, if they're 2-3 years apart, they're strangers because they really don't know each other because this is their first time seeing each other. So then they got to get to figure themselves out. So that's what a family and marriage is a bunch of strangers in a house trying to figure out everybody, because you don't come into this world with a warranty. You don't come with instructions, right? So this is what family is, and a great family and a great marriage that can deal with that. That's what, for me, it's all about. And that's why you say when times get hard, ain't no sense in running, because what you gonna do? Go find another stranger, have more strange kids with that person? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a repeated cycle until you leave this earth.
You said that because you made me think about something. A lot of people prioritize their kids over their mate by your kids. And then when it comes time, I mean, you could do everything for them, right? Pay their school tuition for them. When they had an event, always feed, clothe them, gray hair. They come of age and not come around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How
You can do everything by your kids, and your kids no longer need you. You don't see your grandkids hardly. They don't hardly call you. They don't hardly have time for you. Yeah. Everything. So you better start prioritizing.
Absolutely.
Because you can prioritize your kid. It don't mean your kid gonna be there for you either.
That's true. Because now they have this thing called no contact, where now kids are in this house.
We was talking about that last
where
week.
they don't have any contact with their parents, and their parents can't see the grandkids because whatever issues they had growing up, they don't want a parent to treat the grandchildren like that, or they don't even see them at all. And some of them might have a legitimate right not to go, because some of these parents are crazy. But I guess the majority of them, like you said, once you turn 18, 21, whenever you leave, it's like, okay, thank you, goodbye, and go and do you, and just forget about the people who has protected you, while you was trying to figure yourself out in this world. So yeah, again, you have a mother and a daughter. After 18, that mama becomes a stranger, another stranger to her. Yeah.
And it don't even have to be on bad terms. We see it with friends, siblings. People just get so busy that they just don't prioritize for the things that maybe it is important, but not as important in their daily life. And sometimes, man, and before you know it, 3 weeks then went by before you had contact with a particular person. It happens all the time. How many friends we got that it don't mean that we're on bad terms, but then life be life. They got their own in life. I got my own things going on in life. Before we know it, a whole month. And that happens with parents too. So a lot of y'all, I put my kids first. Well, that's fine. But Curtis, I'm just gonna tell you.
That's true. That is absolutely true. Yeah, that's true.
Man, Sky, I love Tuesdays, bro.
Yeah, it's my favorite day of the week.
I'm telling you, man, it had so much fun today. Why don't you go ahead, man, plug me into what y'all got weekend?
Well, don't forget this weekend in Gallatin, Tennessee, RWF, League Classic Man CAI will be there in action. So if you live in Sumner County, Portland, Westmoreland, Gallatin, Hendersonville, wherever you stay, hell, Northeast Nashville, come to RWF in Gallatin. You can go on their Facebook page, RWF, and they'll give you the address and the post and all that stuff. If you're friends with me, it's already on my page. I've already shared it. All that.
Could you tag me in there?
I can tag you in, absolutely. I'm about to say that, and then tonight, the D-Bling radio show from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and the replay from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. We have new music there, and coming soon we'll have another show to play other genres of music. I just call it Off Top Radio Day, and it'll be on Thursday, same time, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., 9 p.m. to 11 for the replay. So thank everybody who has supported the station and the music. Again, if you have music and you need radio play. If you know somebody that has music and need radio play, I don't care how old the music is, as long as it sounds of quality. You know what I'm saying? Can't make it like you sitting in a shoebox rapping through a potato. You know, that kind of stuff. Send it to me to my email as an MP3 at sky.black@gmail.com. That is sky.black@gmail.com.
All right, y'all. Oh, by the way, man, I'm trying to diet around, man. So a lot of foods I had to cut out. A lot of my body just can't handle a lot of food. Shout out to the wife because she got me a juice. I think I was telling, and it's been pretty fun, man. I've been putting big kale, kiwi, and she been hooking me up. Today also, man, I'm gonna try for the first time some sea moss. So I got some sea moss I'm gonna trying to change my man. So we do not maize for me that's not feeling good. So making a big change.
That's what's up. Health is wealth. Shouts out to Faith, shouts out to Nash. Thank y'all for always watching and commenting. Shouts out to everybody else that's watching. Whether y'all comment or not, please share, subscribe, comment. Let us know how we doing on Tuesdays.
Yeah, and really thank everybody for interacting, man, and sharing. That goes a long way. It helps us a lot. It helps us grow, and we appreciate y'all, man. We really do enjoy your company. All right. As always, safe with death. So if you woke up on this half of the dirt, the day is yours to claim. You own the day. God bless y'all. Remember, man, you can only worry about the things that you can control. The things that you can't, man, put it in God's hands. All right. Absolutely. We appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. Until next Tuesday, we out.